Welcome back to today's episode. We have a very exciting one. Another Star Wars set. This is 75336, the Inquisitor Scythe. Let's do this. My name is Christian Sarna, welcome back to the channel, and we are going over the Inquisitor Scythe from Obi-Wan Kenobi. It has been in other shows, but Obi-Wan Kenobi has a really good version of it, and you get to see a bunch of ways it flies, how it lands. It's just a really cool ship. The name Scythe is so awesome. You hear the word, oh, it's a scythe flying through the air, cutting through the air, if you will. Yeah. It's a pretty intimidating ship, but this is the ship of the Inquisitors, and the LEGO version of this ship does not disappoint. Honestly, this is a pretty big ship for a Star Wars LEGO set. I was pretty surprised about the size once it was fully built. It kind of shocked me how big this thing is, but it's really nice looking, and it used some really interesting techniques of building. These pieces up front, I'm going to show you how they connect and exactly how they are positioned. But it's really cool. I really like how they did that. And then there's some just really good pieces on this, and the whole thing comes apart, and you're able to open it up and see the inside, and the wings fly up. There's doors in the front. I mean, it's got a lot of play features on it, and I'm really excited to go through those. First off, let's go through some of the specs of this set. So this set has 924 pieces in it, and you are getting 4 unique minifigs. You're getting Kenobi, the Grand Inquisitor, Fifth Brother, and the Third Sister. So all of these minifigs, I think, are going to go up in price. It's probably a smart move. You get this set, keep the box, keep the instructions, keep all the pieces to it. This one will likely be going up in price. So that's fun if you're a investor or just want to have stuff that's cool in your collection. What's funny on the box, they actually label this Obi-Wan as Ben Kenobi. It's an alias that Obi-Wan uses, so I don't know, just a cool little detail they did. So the ship itself, I mentioned, is pretty big, so there's some really nice details on this. Not a lot of printed parts or stickers, and really the ship doesn't have much on there. I think they could have put more of just some of, like, on the back they have these pieces that show a little bit more lines on the back of the ship. I think I would have liked to see some of those on the wings, but overall this is a really good looking ship. I love that they have the red visor on the front. Things that makes it look a little bit more menacing. And again, just the way these two, I don't know what to call them, pillars, wings, whatever you want to call them, that protrude out here, these are really cool, they're really stable, and they're just really menacing. So on the back of the ship, you do get 2 little engines, nothing too impressive on the back there. And then on the wings, these do fold up, and they fold back down, and you get some really big guns on the side of it that are on the tips of the wings, and then under it there is actually these massive stud shooter type Lego pieces, and they look really good on there too. On the bottom of the ship, you do get some landing gear. Now, I thought that was a really nice touch, and it really helps set this ship down, and it looks pretty cool because it kind of hovers there on your table or your shelf or wherever you want to put it. Now, one of the major things about this ship is it is a playset. I mean, this is definitely meant to be played with. There's so many doors that opens, compartments. It's a really nice playset. However, it also looks really good as a display. So I would not be mad about getting this as a display set because it looks that good. Sure, like I said, there could be a couple more details in there, fine details or things like that, but I'm not too concerned about that. I think it looks really good. Speaking of those play features, let's get into those really quick. So like I said, the wings do go up and down for it to fly and to land. How you get in the ship is the top here. If you grab it by the visor, it flips all the way up, and then the back part also flips up with it. Gives you a little bit more room. And these 2 pieces fold up, and then it exposes the cockpit of this ship. And that's where you get 2 seats, and a 3rd seat at the very front, and that kind of serves also as a doorway to this front part that opens up, and you can see how the Inquisitors could walk through that. I'm not sure if they actually fit. I haven't tried that yet. I don't think they will. I mean, it's a pretty tight spot, but that's what it's meant to be, is a door. On the inside, you do get a little bit more details. There are some stickers you had to put on, but it's your basic kind of just lights that come in a lot of Star Wars sets. It's nothing really crazy. There's no actual big details, but I think it does look really nice. So something that I noticed that I'm not really sure how to use is how the lightsabers are supposed to be stored inside of the ship. On the back of the box, you can see this where the Grand Inquisitor is sitting, and the lightsabers are standing up behind him. I haven't figured out how you're supposed to do that and for it to actually close up. If you leave the lightsaber all together, when you stick it in there, it doesn't fold up all the way. And that's an issue. So if anybody knows what I'm doing wrong, I would love to know in the comment section. And I would like to be able to store these in a way that they're not just freely loose bouncing around in there. I'm not going to be playing with this, obviously, but it would be nice if maybe my little cousins come over or something and they want to play with it. I don't want them to lose these very easily. So definitely something to think about. And again, maybe I'm just a moron and can't figure it out. And I do love how easy it is to put all back together. You just kind of fold everything back in place. This front folds down, those fold up, these fold up, and then the top just goes right over. There's no really hard clicks, and the visor is the only thing that sets back into place, and the ship is ready to go, and you're flying again. So pretty nice. If we do a quick swooshability test for kids, I don't think this is going to be that easy. There isn't really a good place to grab the back of the ship by or the middle of it. As an adult, you know, my hands are a little bit bigger and I am able to grab the ship pretty easy, but definitely for little kids, this would be a hard one for them to carry around and easily, you know, fly around and chase the other ships with. I could see this thing being dropped very easily. Now let's talk about price. So this retailed for $99 or just $100. And honestly, I think it was a pretty good buy for $100. You're getting almost 1,000 pieces in this set, so that's pretty good. You're getting 4 unique minifigs, again, pretty good. I think those are gonna go up in value. The Grand Inquisitor is already selling for around $20 to $25, and you're gonna see those keep rising. Now, something to keep in mind is you can always get these sets used. You can get them on other selling pages. I got this one off of Facebook Marketplace for around $65, so I got a pretty good deal on it because I am seeing them new nowadays. This is a retired set, and it is going for well over $100 now. I believe the most expensive one I saw was about $180. So if you're going to get it, I recommend getting it now before it gets too old and that price keeps going up. But my overall thoughts of this ship is, again, it's a really nice display. It's a really nice playset. For little kids, I would feel like it's a little hard for them to play with, but it'd still be fun for them. And if you're going to use it just for your collection, by all means, this is a really, really good set. So let's get into some of these cool building features that are in this set. So on the wings, you're getting a lot of these hinge pieces, and they're used quite a bit in this set. There's a couple more on the hub. I accidentally just shot the gun there. And the smaller hinge pieces are definitely used in a lot of different parts. So it's a lot of these hinge pieces. I mean, being a ship that is built more like a pyramid, I could see those definitely helping out when the LEGO designers were designing the ship. Now, the front of it is really interesting. Now, on the front of the Scythe, you are using these ball and socket pieces to attach the front, and this is a really interesting technique they use to do this. So, because they have a ball and socket, it can fully articulate. Now, you kind of put them out, and there are pins that put them in place, and then the door also has helped keep this like in the right space. They're not wiggly at all. It's really nice how it's set up, and I really enjoyed how they did that. I think that was really, really unique. It was definitely a fun part of the build. Most of the ship is black. You do get a couple silver pieces, and the other parts are gray. So altogether, again, I think the ship looks good. I would have loved to see more of those printed pieces maybe, just to show a little bit more technology or lines or something. But all around, I think it's a good ship. So let's get into the minifigs. First up, we got the Grand Inquisitor. This is a really nice minifig. He has front printing, leg printing, and back printing. He has this armor that you put on that has printing on the armor, and his head has dual side printing. No faces on the back, but it is kind of these lines that go on his head. I think it's really nice, no arm printing. It's a really cool minifig, and I think that's why it will definitely be worth a little bit more in the future. Next up, we have the fifth brother, and this again is a really nice minifig. So you're getting front printing, leg printing, back printing, no cape on him, And you do get another set of armor, no printing on the armor, but you do get another helmet and a dual-sided head. There are 2 faces on this minifig, and I think they both look really good. One's more of an armored up face, and the other of just his face. So really cool, really nice. On both the Grand Inquisitor and him, you do have a spot for the lightsaber to connect on their back. So that is something in the show and the animations you see where the Inquisitors have their lightsaber on their backs. And I think that's really nice. And having that little prong on the back does not inhibit them from sitting in the Lego chair. So that is really nice. So this is Reva, this is third sister, and her minifig is a little lackluster compared to the other 2. There's no armor, there's no leg printing. You only get front and back printing on her. There's only one face. And you are getting a hairpiece, I believe, that is used in a different minifig, or I've seen this before, maybe. I'll have to check on that. But other than that, she's kind of boring. She's got a cape. There's nowhere to put the lightsaber on her. So compared to the other 2, it's a little bit more boring. Now Reva, spoiler alert, if you haven't watched Kenobi, I want to talk about her and why I think she kind of fit in, didn't fit in real quick. But Reva, she's got a really cool story to her. She is a youngling that survived Order 66. Now, why Disney did not make that into its own show, because I think that would have been an incredible story they could have told about her, and then added her into Kenobi, and then not had to go through all of these scenes with her. I think it kind of took away from Kenobi. But I think she is an interesting character in the show. Soapbox over. In the last minifig, you are getting a Ben Kenobi minifig, like I had stated before. So you're obviously getting his blue lightsaber, you're getting front printing, back printing, and dual side head. One with a little bit more fighting face, and then a regular face on him. You are getting a hairpiece with him, and you're getting this cool cloak cape type deal. I really like how this one's set up. It makes it look like a desert cloak or kind of thing. I don't know, it's cool. It looks like it's tore up on the end there. And I think this is also a really good minifig. He has a regular lightsaber, where the Inquisitors have these cool spinning blade round ones, and I really like the design of those. And that is the minifigs of this set. So I think it's pretty clear that I did enjoy this set. I do recommend this set. If you're able to find it at a good price, by all means, I think you should get it. Real quick, just to do a size comparison of this ship, this is the Kenobi Jedi Starfighter, and this is the Scythe. So it is significantly bigger, but again, that price is a lot bigger too, so that's expected. The build quality of the Scythe feels really good. It doesn't feel like it's cheap or put together in weird ways. I really like how it feels. It doesn't jiggle around or anything, so that's really nice. Now, that's all I have for you today. Thank you guys for watching. Tell me how you like this ship. Was it one of your favorite ships? Not your favorite ship? What do you have your gripes with it? I would love to know how you guys feel about the Lego sets that I am reviewing too. Hope you guys have a great weekend, and I will see you guys on the next.